you step by step all the way without leaving any details out. Once an information comes out, I tell you and my audience are the very first to know about what is happening in the money-making world, in the crypto world, Forex world, investment world, and all that. And I must tell you, the way I normally tell you, I'm not your financial advisor. If you need a financial advisor, please go and get one. Now, I have some interesting stuff to tell you about today. A lot of people have been clamoring, saying IPCAPITAL is gone. IPCAPITAL is just not fulfilling the promises they have made. Yes, a lot of us have apprehension on what they are doing, but we must admit one fact. There have been some changes lately, and those changes have not been so palatable to a lot of us, because we expect things to be done fast. And a lot of us will say we didn't actually bargain for what we are going through right now. I agree with you. I really do. But let me tell you about some changes that have been going on pretty recently. For starters, I've communicated with a lot of subscribers in the United States, and a lot of them say they have been able to place withdrawals. And apart from placing withdrawals, a lot of subscribers in the United States also have been paid as at today. I'm not saying everybody. No, not everybody. The journey of 1,000 miles, they say, starts with one step. That's why a lot of people like Johnny Walker. Well, I just want to crack you up a bit. Now, let me tell you some interesting things, right? A lot of things have been going on in the background, and the IPCLOUD particularly is taking shape, right? And let me prove that to you pretty quickly, right? And I'm also going to prove to you that a couple of my predictions, if you watch one of my videos that I said, that I titled IPCLOUD My Predictions, right? It's in, if you just go through my channel, you'll see that video. For those that have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I did some predictions on what to expect in IPCLOUD. And some of those predictions are already coming up true, right? So let's get to it pretty fast, right? I've already laid the ground for my discussion today. Now, let's start this way first. This is the site, or this is the address, iPrimeCapital.com, right? I have my reasons for going to this site first, right? Now, let's log into iPrimeCapital.com and see what happens. Log in. I'll put my credentials in there and I'll click on login. Note this is iPrimeCapital. Now, this is one of my accounts, right? Because I manage a couple of accounts. Now, look at what is happening here. USDT wallet 0 and MT4 trading capital is 1033.56. This is the account I normally use for marketing to show guys what is happening in IPCAPITAL. Now, you see this interface, right? Now, look at it, senior manager, right? The global bonus and all the rest, right? Now, please take note of what you can see on this account. There's a reason I'm telling you this. Now, let's log out of this account. Now, a little discovery for you. Let's type in IPCLOUD. IPCLOUD. Now, don't pick on the first one, which is www.ipcloud.com. That is not the one we are looking for, right? The one we are looking for is the one with the logo of IPCAPITAL, which is IPCLOUD-IPCAPITAL. That is what we are looking for. So click on that. Now it takes you here. Now, before I start talking about these sites, this IPCLOUD site. Okay, wait. I'm going to talk about the IPCLOUD site before I log in, so you see what I'm trying to tell you about. Now, we've talked about what IPCLOUD is, the best choice in digital asset management and cloud storage, powered by IPCAPITAL. IPCLOUD is a diversified asset management platform equipped to provide reliable and trustworthy custodian services for both enterprise and individuals. So, based on the way this website is designed, they might still be coming up with their Forex markets transactions and all that. Digital asset cloud storage. I talked about storage in my prediction, right? That they are going to be doing storage, right, for individuals and all that. I talked about that in my prediction. Digital asset management, right? That is still there. That's what IPCAPITAL has been known for. Digital asset trading, they have been known for that and all that stuff. Why IPCLOUD and all that stuff? Safe risk management system, diversified services, 24 hours operations, support multiple currencies, right? On the IPCLOUD itself, it will support multiple currency, professional team, and all that stuff. Now, talking about security, IPC AI security system, risk control system, transaction control system, settlement system, monitoring system, and all that stuff. Now, let me go to the interesting parts, which is, staking will be done, right? That means if you don't want to trade, you just want to stake, you can use their staking services to stake on tokens that you buy, right? And what are the advantages of staking? It's fast, it's stable, high returns, safe, and convenient. Now, let me get to the exciting part of my prediction. Now, if you watch that prediction video, you realize that I talked about IPCAPITAL having their own token. Voila. You can see it here. IP chain, right? The total token will be 130 million, right? It should be created on the TLC20 network, right? The consensus mechanism will be proof of stake, that is POS, right? Token decimal is 6. Stability, 50% of tokens will be bonds. Transaction fees, you know, I talked about transaction fees, each being used for transaction fees, right? In my prediction, you can see this happening right now. 60% POS staking, platform maintenance development, 20%, marketing and operation reserve, 10%. Then the team will lock up 10%, right? At 130 million, it's fairly okay. I expect this token to be introduced with a fairly decent price. Now, the IP chain, which is the token, the name of the token, the plan that they are going to be listing it on Binance, OKX, Huobi, Coinbase. These are very, very quality exchanges. If they can get on board on Binance, OKX, Huobi, Coinbase, I expect this token to go places, especially the fact that they have a community already backing it up, a community of close to about 300,000, if not more, that are backing it up. So I expect the token to go places, right? If well managed, and the use case scenario is also there, because the use case scenario must be there. One of the use case scenarios that is going to be used to pay fees and all that. Most likely they are going to be using it for transactions as well, People will exchange peer-to-peer and all that stuff. So all these are possibilities. Now let's look at the roadmap. The roadmap basically, they are falling short of it. So please don't expect anything fantastic, right? Even though we are hopeful that this is sounding exciting currently. But 2020 was supposed to be when they should have launched the IPCLOUD wallets that they are planning to launch in April, because that was the last we heard in the announcement that by the end of April, the IPCLOUD wallet should be ready, right? But this is supposed to have been done way back as at 2020, but it's just being done right now. So the launch of IPCLOUD hash mining, right? The mining capacity of IPCLOUD was supposed to also have been done way back 2020. So we are way behind time right now. Now, IPDEX is going to be an exchange. IPDEX. IP, Intelligence Prime Capital Decentralized Exchange. That is actually what IPDEX is. That means they are going to be having their own decentralized exchange like Binance and all the rest of them. And they are going to be having people trade cryptocurrency on that platform and all that stuff. Some exciting stuff. That's supposed to be done this year as well. But going by the fact that they have been behind time for the launch of the IPCLOUD wallet and the IPCLOUD hash mining, please do not expect anything fantastic coming from that. But it might still come up. So let's keep our fingers crossed, guys. Now, 2022 is supposed to also have IP chain staking, right? 2023, they are supposed to have the IDO. That is the initial, more or less something similar to what they called the initial coin offer, in which they will sell their tokens. I just hope they won't force people to convert some of their capital or their equity into their token. That is another thing that can come up. They might actually force people and say, okay, we have lost 80%. Let's give you part of your token, our token to hold, right? I'm just preempting them. It's not as if anybody has told me that that is what they are going to do, but I'm just preempting them. I pray that that does not happen. I pray that we are voluntarily giving the chance for those who are interested in buying the token to buy the token. Also in 2023, we are supposed to be having the IPCLOUD ad wallet, right? In which you can store your crypto on ad wallet and nobody can get direct access to it because the wallet is with you, right? It's just like storing your crypto on a USD drive or an hard drive that you can actually take and walk around with and nobody has access to it. Something like that. So basically, those are all the exciting stuffs happening with IPCLOUD, which, well, we are still expecting how things will turn out. Now, I told you I was going to show you something interesting. I showed you my login to IPCAPITAL website, right, just a few minutes ago. Now, this server for IPCLOUD obviously is being developed. Now, if you click log on this page, let's just click log in on this page, and I put my credentials and sign in to that IPCLOUD platform. Do you realize that we are seeing exactly the same thing? A mirror of what we saw when we logged into IPCAPITAL exactly. If you can remember the figures, they are exactly the same. That means the migration process has actually started. The migration process to IPCLOUD has actually started. Guys, for an organization to want to shut down, I don't think they will go through all this trouble to do all this, setting up IPCLOUD, having a roadmap, and all that. The roadmap exactly might not be what we plan for. We just want our weekly funds in our accounts. That's how we roll with the crypto game, right? But definitely, the way I look at things right now, it's not an organization that wants to shut down. It's an organization that has ambitious projects. And what is happening right now, I want to tell you that it has been pre-planned. I'll be honest with you. Because if you're having a roadmap from 2020 that is being implemented in 2022, obviously you just want so much followership before you start implementing some things, because if you don't have those followership, those things that you actually planned on implementing would not have been possible without the right number of subscribers. So I believe it was pre-planned. I need somebody to prove me wrong. If you have any comment on what I've just said right now, please drop me a comment. If you like my content and the fact that I'm always bringing you sizzling hot details on IP Capital and other investment opportunities, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, so that we can share ideas and find out more on what is happening to IPCAPITAL. Until I see you again, I remain your guy next door, Yomi Martins. Take care of yourself. Bye.